this week is going to look a lot different from any of the other weeks that I've been doing all the way back in June, because Sunday is my first 5K race starting at 9 in the morning, which I'm very happy about that. These past couple of days, it's been really hot and super humid. So anything later would have probably been miserable, but 9 o'clock, pretty similar to when I've been training. I'm still sticking with getting up at 5:30 and then doing my little coffee and crochet in the morning and going for a run. We're keeping that, but something that is going to change is normally I would just set up my goals on here for the week and then every day kind of wake up and see how I'm feeling, pick something from there. With this 5K race, I do want a little bit more structure, and I am going to be traveling all Friday and then Saturday morning, coming back Saturday evening. So knowing like what I'm going to do for those days is going to be really helpful. Also, I'm excited, but like a little bit nervous too. Got some butterflies going. Having everything written down is going to ease that up a little bit, and then I can just continue to have fun with it. I don't really have to think about it so much this week. It's just going to be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Let's keep going with it, because I'm not going to really taper off or anything. And also for my goals, I'm just going to say run a 5K race. I do have a time in mind that I would like to reach for this 5K. Since this is my first one since coming back to training, we're just going to go and run it and enjoy the entire day. Choosing to do this 30-minute guided endurance run was the best way to start out the week for me. It was a nice pace. We went a good distance, and at the end, it picked it up a little bit. And I say a little bit, it was a lot. It was EDM music, which that seems to be the thing that I really like to run to. It just has a nice pace, a nice beat, which is another thing that I need to do. I need to have my entire playlist ready for Sunday. I know the pace that I want to go. The songs that I pick, I'm going to be like, okay, here is my first mile, here's my second mile by the time I hit those songs. So just in my head, I'm going to know where I'm at. Saturday, I'm going to do something really easy. I'll probably do some stretching, a little light jogging, and then some foam rolling, but that's all the way at the end of the week. So today I did the 30-minute run. My legs are definitely sore. I'm starting to finally feel it. I'm going to grab some ice and do an ice bath. Nothing hurts. It's just sore, and I want to kind of get ahead of it before we start rolling into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Very glad that I got up a little bit earlier today because it was supposed to be super hot and humid. And right now it's actually really nice. I mean, it's starting to creep up a little bit, but I'm done. We're done with the workout, and it was pretty intense. This is, well, it won't even be the most intense workout. So tomorrow will be the most intense for this week. Then we're going to start to go down just a little bit for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. When I was filling out my sheet for the week, I really didn't enjoy having it so set in stone. So I picked 2 different workout possibilities for every day for the rest of the week. And today I did a 30-minute interval run, and it was 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So how I did it was 3 minutes of just kind of getting into it, just feeling it, doing a little stretches, some high knees, little like body twists, just literally getting into it however I wanted to for those first 3 minutes. And then minute 4 was on. Next minute was off, and alternated all the way up to 15 minutes. Once I hit that 15-minute mark, that was my highest. So for 15 to 25, I kept it right there. My 1 minute off was a light jog. I wasn't walking, but I was definitely resting for that minute. So yeah, so 15 minutes to 25, it was all, that intensity was the same all the way through. Then when I hit 25 minutes, it was all out sprint, like as fast as I could go for those last couple of minutes. And it worked out nicely because I ended up doing some stair workout in that too. I just wasn't really thinking about it. So the route that I ended up going, there were 3 different stairs that I had to climb. A couple of them happened to be on my minute on, which it was kind of nice because no matter what, I can get myself mentally just in the pocket of anything. So, you know, I'm like, okay, here's the pace we're going, go, 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 right? But I haven't done a lot of hill or stair workouts. It was kind of a nice change, and and just helped me to see, okay, no matter what I'm running, I can do this. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm just going to power through it. It's going to be great. And I was able to keep going. Like, I didn't stop. It didn't throw me off. So it was a good run today. And then I did a 10-minute cool down, which was really nice. And it kind of just helped give me time to think about my workout that I'd done. And like, I did that, like sometimes you need to step back and look at those things. Because even just a couple of weeks ago, I'm fairly confident this workout would not have been nearly as intense. Got to take the wins where you get them, The extra 10 minutes was totally necessary and is something that I'm going to start to incorporate as I'm going. I mean, we're just going to keep building, which is another reason why I'm keeping all of my previous week's workouts just to see, because it's just going to continue to build and build and build. And I can already tell my breathing is a lot better. I mean, I plan on doing a full recap after this 5K of just kind of assessing how do I feel running. I can go faster for a lot longer without feeling like I'm completely maxed out. So everything is working. Do a little cool down, stretching, and then yeah, that's it for today.
Really happy with my run today, except for the fact that we are going on day number 2 of running in the rain, and I was a little bit nervous that my shoes were gonna be still soaked from yesterday, but I pulled them apart right away yesterday, let everything air out, and they weren't completely dry, but not to the point that it was just a sensory no to me. It's just like a little bit wet. Today though, I'm really gonna have to get everything going out because it rained a lot harder as I was running and it went further. So I did a 4-mile endurance, and then once I got out there about halfway, I still felt pretty good. So I added 10-minute intervals into that, which I'm very happy I did, because sometimes when I'm getting into my long runs, I can just get in there and go, you know what I mean? Like I'm in the pocket, there we go. I can keep that pace for a very long time. Since I'm coming up to my race on Sunday, I really wanted to kind of shake it up a little bit and not just get happy with this one pace, because that's not going to be how I'm racing. And also there's going to be other people racing with me. Just the energy of being around other runners, it's always a good time. I didn't even really think twice about it. I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do some intervals in here. Let's go. Let's add it onto it. I just have such a good mindset compared to even a couple of days ago. And I know it's coming from the fact that I'm just having fun with this. And I keep saying that and keep repeating it, but it is true compared to other times that I've gotten ready for races. I've just taken it really seriously. And not that I'm not taking my training seriously, but the run in and of itself, it's still very fun. Like I wake up and want to do it. My cool down ended up being a little bit longer. So I was just going to do a 10-minute cool down, but then I added another 10-minute, which is why I like these workouts, because you can stack them really easily. Once I got back, I did want to do a protein shake, but I'm just so cold that I decided to put it in my coffee. Now my coffee tastes like a chocolate chip cookie latte. It's like a really great treat after doing these 4 miles. I did grab my foam roller out and did that for about 25 to 30 minutes, which is helping dramatically. So it's kind of been a morning and evening thing. I do it right after I'm done working out. And then in the evening, kind of just feel out, okay, what do I need to give more attention to? So far, it's been my calves and my shoulders. But by doing that before I go to bed, I wake up feeling a lot better. Then when I'm out doing my warm up, it just feels easier getting into it. I don't feel so stiff. It's been working for me. I'm just gonna keep doing that.
What's that actual time?
It is 8:14.
8:14. The race starts at 9 o'clock. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm excited, so a little bit of butterflies, but I feel at this point pretty prepared. I don't know, like there's nothing that I could have done differently that would have made me feel more prepared. I have a yoga session beforehand. I'm not going to do that one, especially because I'm biking. What is it, 30 minutes down there? 25? 25 minutes down there. I decided to bike instead of drive. So I'm going to be fully warmed up by then. Chances of rain are pretty good too, but that's okay. I really enjoy running in the rain. But yeah, I mean, it's race day. It's here. I'm excited. I'm ready to do this. I have my entire playlist all set up and ready to go. It's a little bit more because I think I'm going to start it as I'm waiting for everything to get going. So it ended up being about 45 minutes just for my one playlist. I'm just ready to see the entire setup too of everything that they have going on. And then after this, there is an entire market. There's like so many vendors there. There's food, there's coffee. It's just going to be a great freaking day. The best way to celebrate this run and just feeling so amazing for this entire first 5K is by getting a new tattoo. And the place that I've been getting them recently actually had time for a walk-in. So I just have to wait, I think about an hour. They said maybe a little bit sooner. We're gonna go get some coffee, hang out for a little bit, pick some flash to celebrate the day.
No other 5K race that I've done in my previous training had this amount of energy. At that starting line, it was just palpable. We were all there so freaking excited, ready to go. And it didn't matter what it was that we were doing. If we were racing it or walking it, or they got together with some of their friends, they were jogging together, setting up the day before going to the parade and the market and all the things that were happening. We were all just so freaking excited. Just because of that alone, I am I'm so ready to start training for another 5K race. This is gonna go on my spooky little bulletin board back here because I have so much motivation just from this thing right here. And this wasn't even initially what I was starting up my training for again. All the way back at the beginning of June, I was just trying to move a little bit more. Like that was my goal. I was noticing recently that fitness wasn't becoming a priority in my life, which it always has been up until very recently. I was working out in the afternoon, so if things that I wanted to do instead would come along, I would shorten that up, or I just wouldn't do it altogether. So having this time set aside every single morning, you and I getting together, working out, and then chatting about whatever hydration that I'm having for the day, been so valuable to me. Because of that, I want to keep this going. So there's a lot of things that are happening right now. We're at the end of a week, we're also at the end of a month, and I do want to take time to kind of go through the entire month of what I'm taking with me into July, things that work for me, things that don't work for me. But right now, especially since I just did this 5K race, it's a little bit late in the day. I've been going since 5:30 this morning. We're coming up to about 11:30 at night. I just want to have a little chit chat about this race and enjoy all of these feelings from it. So if you've been liking these fitness vlogs and it's something that you've been looking forward to coming out of the yarn dungeon, just know that this is not the end. It's going to be something for a while that's going to be part of the yarn dungeon. Let's go all the way back at the starting line. The energy was super high. I had 2 songs queued up and ready to go. There was a little timer. It said 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, this will be perfect. I'll just get into this. I mean, I have they're not on right now, but I have those headphones that go over my ears so they're not in it. I can hear the music, but I can also hear what's going on around me. Those have been working really well. So that's something that yes, A+. I love those a lot. As soon as I said go, I was in the middle of the pack. So at about the first half mile, I checked in with myself, felt it was a little bit slower than what I wanted to do. So I picked up the pace a little bit, got to the first mile, checked in again with myself and also my playlist because I had that queued up for every single mile. It was a little bit off, but it was off in the way that I was running faster than I was expecting that I was going to do for this race, which was totally fine. So I just kept going with it. Up to mile 2, at that point, we were getting to kind of just the home stretch. So second mile to the third, and then all the way to the finish was just basically straight. We went down where they had everything set up for the parade. So also we were getting all that energy too. People were cheering on the sidelines. The music that was coming out was fantastic. Once I got to mile 3, I did get a little distracted with everything happening, and I also saw my partner. So yeah, I definitely could have gone a little faster towards the end. I was looking around a little bit too much, and then when I happened to glance up, I'm like, oh, that's the finish line. Okay, let's pick it up, let's go, let's finish it up. That's probably the only thing that I would change about this race is pay attention to the ending and run it in a little bit sooner. And there was somebody there blowing bubbles that you could run through. Bubbles are like stickers to me. I love them. They had little hydration tablets to put into water, which I was so thankful for. They gave us a little bag and it had water. The entire race was overcast, but as soon as the race was done, the sun came out with a vengeance and it was so warm the rest of the day. I reapplied sunscreen so often. It was quite ridiculous, but I think I did pretty good. I don't think I got burned at all. We'll see in the morning after everything kind of winds down a little bit. After the race was done, walked back to where we had parked the bike, spent the rest of the day walking around the market, so got quite a bit of mileage in that way, and then biked all the way back home. So a lot of activity today. Throughout the day, I did do some stretching, as well as when I just got home, did some foam rolling. About 15 minutes of foam rolling, really focusing on my calves. I can feel that they're gonna be a little sore tomorrow. So I wanted to do everything that I could for them, kind of help them out. 10 out of 10 recommend this race, especially for beginners. There wasn't any hills. We didn't go on gravel. It wasn't trail running. It was all on either a sidewalk or the road. I do want to say thank you again for coming along with me on this journey, whether you're getting into 5K racing or just fitness in general. Having this time set aside every day where you and I get together and talk about fitness and do the things that we need to do, valuing this in our lives, it has made such a difference so far, and it's only been a month. So so. I genuinely appreciate you. If you are getting ready and preparing for something, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to celebrate along with you. Genuinely can't wait for next week to get right back into training. Have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.